Okay guys, it's Chevy Sergeant here with an LS swap tip. So I'm putting a 5.3 in my 78 Scottsdale here. Now this particular 5.3 is a drive-by-wire setup, which it's easier to make this pedal work in my truck than try to go ahead and switch over my setup to a drive-by cable. So drive-by-wire, I've already got it set up for, so just go ahead and do that. My engine didn't come with a gas pedal when I bought it, so I just went to the junkyard and grabbed this. This is a drive-by-wire gas pedal out of an 05 Suburban. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make it work in a 78 Scottsdale, or square body. Should be all about be the same. I actually use this method with my Camaro too. The Camaro actually had to shorten the pedal though, so it's a whole other thing. So if you own a square body, if you got the gas pedal in it already, the old original one, you know this is the original gas pedal bracket. Got 3 holes. Just ignore my wiring mess. That's part of the, I'm gonna have to clean all that up when I get going. This is from years of other stuff. Anyway, there's a bracket under there, a plate where it bolts to. You have the 3 holes here. Now originally this Suburban one here had this oval hole and this upper hole. Now what I did was just take this plate, overlap it onto this one, and draw out the pattern and just drill them out. So now this should bolt into my truck. Some of you might have clearance issues. There is different styles of these pedals. Anyway, that's how I got my pedal to work. This is a follow-up with the pedal. The previous video I showed I drilled it, installed it in the factory location. It's just got one bolt in it right now. The only issue I'm having is it's way too far over. So it still works. If I bolt the other bolts in, it'll be a little more stable, but it still works, but it's really close to the trans tunnel, and it's a big gap between the gas and the brake. So what I think I'm gonna do is take my original pedal and see here. If I weld it in to, here I see it. If I weld it to this one's arm, so I take this arm, weld it to this gas pedal's arm, and cut the other one off. That'll be, you can't see, but it's like right about factory placement. So I think I'm gonna do that. And that should solve my problem. I'll be back with another video on the, here's another video on the gas pedal for the 78 LS swap square body. Now, the last one, I showed you how I drilled the holes, and I showed you how I had it bolted in the truck, and it wasn't quite fitting. So now, this time around, I'm gonna show you what I did to make it work right, because I showed you that it was like too far towards the transmission bell housing. So what I did was I took my original pedal, and just so you know, I'm not a professional welder, so my welds are sloppy. I welded it to the bracket here and to the bracket here, and I flipped it over on the other side, welded under there. So now when I bolt this in the truck, it should be pretty close to factory position. This one's also nice because it has this, which I believe was like a pedal height sensor or a pedal height controller. So what I'm going to do is, if it's like too far forward or whatever, I'll probably just remove this, put it into a fixed location, and weld it where I want it there. Now obviously the pedals are going to be a little bit different from year to year and model to model. So this is an 05 05 Suburban gas pedal. So I'm going to bolt it in the truck, and I'll be right. Follow up here. I got the drive-by-wire pedal bolted in, the one I just butchered or whatever. So I guess I should stop doing that. I got my, alright, so the gas pedal is welded onto the new one, and it's in place. It sticks out a little far for my liking, but like I was showing you in the last clip, I can adjust it back if I need to remove that thing. But anyway, It's in a lot better position than it was because it was way over here. The only thing I don't like about these drive-by-wire pedals is there's like no resistance to them. Like the weight of my foot pushes it about 3/4 of the way. Like obviously I've got steel toes on, but still. Anyway, so that's my tutorial here. How to swap in drive-by-wire gas pedal into your 78 square body or just square body in general. And I'm going to continue on with the rest of my swap. And if you're wondering why I was just sitting up at the brake pedal, I just blew a brake line while it's sitting here in the driveway, so I'm glad it blew it now rather than on the road. And that's all I got for today. And I'll be back when I get more footage of the rest of the swap.